Hello everyone, this is Deepika Patel and welcome to the SchoolQuizz class. So let's start our today's class and today we will discuss the dihybrid inheritance experiment of the Mendel. Okay, so we have discussed this in our previous classes and it is a monohybrid experiment of Mendel's. Okay, experiment of Mendel. And what is monohybrid? In which one trait is transferred. Okay, one trait is transferred. And in the dihybrid experiment, two traits two traits will be transferred. Okay, two traits will be transferred. Now let's do quickly a multiple choice question. Okay, so the question is, in F2 generation of monohybrid experiment, of Mendel's, what did he find? Did he find? Okay, so you have the option 1, 2:1, option number 2, 3:1, option number 3, 1:3, option number 4, none of the above. Okay, yes, so the answer is in the F2 generation. So the question asking, in the F2 generation, what did the Mendel find? Okay, so he found the 3:1. Here you can see there is the tall and short ratio is the 3:1. Okay, and what did he see? He found that in the F1 generation only the tall plants come, and but the F2 generation, when the self pollination is happened, so the dwarf plant, the short plant, which is not in the F1 generation, is again appeared. Okay, again appeared. So there must be some short properties also in this plant. So the gene pair will be tall and short, and the short and tall. Okay, so this was his monohybrid experiment. Let's discuss the dihybrid experiment of the Mendel's. Okay, okay, so we will see the dihybrid experiment. Here two traits will be transferred. Two traits. So see the example of the seed. Let's see the example of the seed. So there is a round and yellow seed, and there is a wrinkled and green seed. Okay, round and yellow seed and wrinkled and green seed. Okay, wrinkled and green seed. Now, so this is a yellow, and this is a green. Okay, so in the yellow, what is the pair of the gene? So here you can see two traits are there in the seed. First one is the round and second one is the yellow. So for the round, we have the genes double R, double capital R. Why double capital R? Because gene works in pair. Okay, gene works in pair. We have discussed in our first class. Okay, works in pair. That's why we have the pure bred of the round, which is the uh, double capital R. Okay, so for the round we have double capital R. Now for the yellow we also have a gene. Okay, so for the yellow to have a seed, for seed to we have the yellow, there will be capital Y. double y. We are taking the purebred. Okay. So y double y because gene works in pair again, and for the yellow we have double capital Y. So same goes for this wrinkled and green seed. Okay, wrinkled and green seed. So for the wrinkled we will represent by the small r. Okay, y double small r because gene works in pair, and for the wrinkled we have the purebred gene which is small r. Okay, double small r, and for the green we have small double small y. Okay, so let me write here. Capital R is for the round, capital Y is for the yellow, small r is for the wrinkled, and small y is for the green. Okay, now R and Y, and here R and Y. Okay, so R and Y for round and yellow, capital R and capital Y for round and yellow, small r and small y for wrinkled and green. Okay, and small r and small y for wrinkled and green. Now what will happen if they crossed? Then which seed will be found? So let's see, R and Y and R and Y. Okay, let's take a square, and for here we have R and small r and Y and small and Y, and if they crossed then we will found capital R, small r, capital Y and small y. Okay, same goes with, same goes here, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Same goes here, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small r, capital Y and small y. Why? Because we have taken the purebred. Okay, purebred. So here you can see only we are founding founding the round and yellow seed. Why? Because for the round and yellow seed there have to be capital R and capital Y, and in each square there are capital R and capital Y. Okay, so we will found the yellow seed, round and yellow seed. Okay, why? Because why round and yellow seed? Because we have also the small r and small y, because the round and yellow seed is the dominating here. Okay, so dominating gene will be dominate the other gene, and okay, and surpass the other genes. Okay, so that's why we will found the round and yellow seed only, round and yellow seed. Now this is only the F1 generation. When we will go with the F2 generation, so let's see what happens. Okay, now let's see the F2 generation and let's see what we will found. Okay, so we will, so here only the round and yellow seed is found in the F1 generation. Okay, so there is two round and yellow seed. Okay, let's erase this. Okay, so there is two yellow and round seed. These are yellow and round seed. Yellow and round seed. Yellow and round seed. So what is the combination here? It is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. And here it also have capital R, small r, capital Y and small y. Okay. So what are the gametes here? Firstly, the capital R and small r. Okay. Then small r and capital Y. Then small capital Y and small y. Okay. Now what is remaining? Okay. So the capital R and capital Y. Capital R and capital Y. Okay. So these are the four combination which is formed, or you can say the four gametes which is formed. Okay. So capital R and capital Y. Yes. Capital R and small r. Yes. Okay. Capital Y, capital R, and for the capital Y we have small r, and for the capital Y we have small y. Okay. For the small r we have capital R and, sorry, just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. So what are the gametes we will found? So capital R and capital Y, capital R and small r and capital Y, small r and small y. Okay. So these four we will found: capital R and capital Y, capital R and small r, capital Y, okay, and small r and small y. So for the round and yellow, round and yellow, these four gamete combination we will found. Okay. And same goes here for this seed. So we will found capital R and capital Y, capital R and small r and capital Y, and small r and small y. Okay. So let's do this in a square. So we have capital R and small r and capital Y, small r and small y. Okay. And we will take this seed here. So we have capital R and capital Y, capital R and small r and capital Y, small r and small y. So let's do the combination. Okay. So we have here capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital Y. Okay. And here let's write this in this way. Okay, so I have filled this square because it was taking time. Okay. So here you can say I have filled all the squares. What you have to do, just combine these two, okay, RR and YY, and just wrote down what you have, the combination here. Okay. So here you can see we have 16 squares and we have filled all. So now let's see, from these two seeds which is round and yellow, what type of seeds we will found, okay, we will find. So for the yellow seed, let's delete this first. Okay, so for the round and yellow seed, round and yellow seed, there must be a combination of capital R and capital Y at least. Okay, so here you can see, here also capital R and Y, capital R and Y, capital R and Y, and here also. So when we count all those squares which have the capital R and Y, so we will found the, for the round and yellow seed, we have nine squares in this square which have round and yellow seed. It means which have R and Y, capital R and capital Y. Okay. Okay. And for round and green seed, round and green seed, there must be a combination of the capital R, because R is indicating the round and R is the dominating. So if there is a R in a square, so it will dominate and the seed will be round. Okay. And for the green, we have seen, we have this is the green. Okay, we have written here the indicating characters. So this is for the green, this is for the wrinkled, and rest you know, this is for the round and this is for the yellow. Okay, so for the round and green there must be one R, and for the green, for the green color, there must be double Y pair. Okay, for the green color, so there is one R and capital Y. So when we count all these squares which have one capital R and double Y, so we will found that there is 3 round and green. Okay. Now for the wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and yellow. So what should be the combination for the wrinkled? See here, for the wrinkled, double R should be there. Okay, double R should be there, and for the yellow, at least one yellow should be there, because it is not necessary that double capital Y should be there for the yellow, because it is the dominating character, and if it is even it is one Y, so it will dominate the color. Okay, so for the wrinkled, we should have small double R and at least one Y, one capital Y. So if we count all these squares, so we will found the wrinkled and yellow, it is 3. Okay. Now for the wrinkled and green, what should be the combination? Wrinkled and green, what should be the combination? See here, the wrinkled and green both are the recessive genes. Okay, so there should be, for the wrinkled, double R, and for the green should be small double Y. Okay, so double R and small double Y. Why it is in double? Because they the recessive gene only works works with the identical, so there should be double R and double Y. Okay, so only this square, here you see, small double R and small y will be found. Okay, so only one. So what is the ratio we have got? 9 ratio, 3 ratio, 3 ratio, and 1. And remember, the 1 is for the wrinkled and green. Wrinkled and green. Okay, and 9 is for the round and yellow. Round and yellow. So all the higher ratios will be for the dominating genes, and the lowest, which is the 1 ratio, will be for the recessive gene. Why? Because the dominating is working even if the gene there is 1 also. Okay, and for the recessive there should be double. Okay, like small r and small r and small y and small y. Okay, so we have found, let's erase all this. So we have found round and yellow, okay, round and green, wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and green. Okay, so we have found all these in a ratio, round and yellow, round and yellow, wrinkled and yellow. Okay, round and green, wrinkled and green. So we have found in the ratio, that is 9 ratio 3 ratio 3 ratio 1. Okay, so it is found in the F2 generation. F2 generation, and in the F1 generation we have found the round and yellow seed. Round and yellow seed. Both the seeds are the round and yellow. Round and yellow seed. Okay. So these are the Mendel's experiment of the monohybrid, which we have discussed in our previous class, and the dihybrid experiment. So in the next class we will discuss the law of inheritance. If you inheritance, okay, we will discuss the law of inheritance. If you understand the concept of the experiment of the Mendel's experiment, so you easily understand the law of inheritance which is described by the Mendel's. Okay, so if you do not understand completely, just see the video again and again, and I'll make sure that you will understand the completely the whole concept. Okay, so let's end this class here, and we will meet on our next class. Okay, so thank you for joining the class. Thank you again.